Welcome to Lasea class. I am your teacher, Jan Lasea.
Today, let us learn fingerprint sensor used as innovative input device for software development. Computer programmers create codes, algorithms, and use libraries, frameworks, and open sources to achieve a quality homemade software. Computer programmers think outside the box and be creative in the software development. One such creativity is by using innovative I/O devices besides the keyboard, mouse, gamepad, monitor screen, and printer in order to have ease of use, convenience, and intuitive interaction between the user and the personal computer. Here are some innovative devices for your software project if it is needed. The serial temperature scanner measures the body temperature of a person. It is widely used during the COVID-19 pandemic. The radio frequency ID scanner determines the identification number of the RFID tag embedded in a plastic card or key chain tag. The bar or QR codes scanner interprets the information from a two-dimensional barcode and quick response or QR code. The fingerprint sensor recognizes human fingerprints. The materials needed to utilize the fingerprint sensor into our software project are R307 fingerprint module for Arduino microcontrollers. Next, Arduino Uno microcontroller. Jumper wires, soldering iron with soldering lead or wire. We need to solder 4 male DuPont wires so that we can connect the fingerprint sensor module to the Arduino Uno microcontroller. Next, USB cable for the Arduino Uno microcontroller. Arduino CC++ IDE, Visual Studio C# IDE. Finally, we need to have a Windows desktop or laptop computer. Here is the wiring diagram for our simple project. From the fingerprint sensor module, the first wire or the red wire is connected to the 5 volts of the Arduino Uno microcontroller. The second wire or the black wire is connected to the ground of the Arduino Uno. The third wire or the yellow wire is the TX or transmit wire. It's connected to the digital pin number 2 or the RX or receive of the Arduino Uno. The fourth wire or the green wire is the RX or receive wire. Is connected to the digital pin number 3 or the TX or transmit of the Arduino Uno. This diagram is the back of the fingerprint sensor module that shows the first wire is a 5 volt. Second wire is the ground. Third wire is the TX or transmit. The fourth wire is the RX or receive. The fifth and sixth wires have no use and do not connect them. The USB cable from the Arduino Uno is connected to the desktop or laptop personal computer. Types of fingerprint sensor. The first type is the R307 fingerprint module. It can record up to 127 fingerprints. It is used for Arduino Uno, Arduino microcontrollers to control electric door, solenoid, etc. The second type is the biometrics fingerprint scanner. It can record 500 or more fingerprints. It can download the employee time attendance in Microsoft Excel file format. This type of fingerprint sensor is used in organizations such as businesses, government institution, private institution, where there are many employees and staffs who work. Some applications of fingerprint sensor are password entry to open door, to turn on ignition, etc. Another one is employee time attendance. And any applications that you can think of, and your imagination is the limit. We need to use the Adafruit fingerprint sensor library for the Arduino CC++ IDE. The link is provided below under the description. After you downloaded the library, install it to the folder library of the Arduino IDE, run the enroll.ino source code file provided by the Adafruit fingerprint sensor library to register your fingerprint and store to the R307 fingerprint sensor module. Next to that, run the fingerprint.ino source code file provided by the sensor library to scan your fingerprint by the R307 fingerprint sensor module to test. I modified the fingerprint source code provided by the Adafruit fingerprint sensor library. This line includes the Adafruit fingerprint sensor library header file in our source code. I instantiated an object named mySerial using the class softSerial and passed two arguments, integer constant2 for the Rx received and integer constant3 for the Tx or transmit. I instantiated an object named finger using the class Adafruit underscore fingerprint class and passed the argument object name mySerial passed by reference. I declared many global variables such as unsigned integer ID initialized to 0, integer status initialized to -1, string text data initialized to empty string, constant integer lead pin initialized to 13, and integer variable name lead state initialized to 0. Inside the function loop, the if statement will detect if the desktop or laptop personal computer send command. There are three possible commands that the computer will send, such as the login, logout, and cancel command. This line will receive the command as a string. The if-else if statements will match the command and take actions if it matches. If the condition lead state is equal to 1 is true, then the command is either login or logout. This line ID is equal to get fingerprint ID will match the user's fingerprint from the stored record. If the condition status is equal to fingerprint underscore OK is true, then there is a match fingerprint and it will send the ID number to the C# personal computer, and as well as the string message, your fingerprint is recognized as a status message to the C# personal computer. I made a Windows application using the C# programming language to simulate a login or logout entry of personnel. The method btn login underscore click event handler is called to run and execute by the CPU whenever the user click the login button. The user is given a 10 seconds to place his or her fingerprint to the fingerprint sensor to recognize. The line port.write cancel will send cancel command to the Arduino Uno to stop momentarily any fingerprint detection. The line port.write login will send login command to the Arduino Uno to enter your fingerprint to be recognized within 10 seconds. The method listen serial is run in a separate thread. Its purpose is to receive the ID number and status message from the Arduino Uno via serial communications. The line ID is equal to convert to int32 port.readline will receive the ID number from the Arduino Uno. The line message is equal to port.readline will receive status message from the Arduino Uno. If the user's fingerprint matches from the record, then it displays the message, your fingerprint ID is recognized. Otherwise, it will display, your fingerprint is not recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, let us run and test. Let us enroll our fingerprint to the R307 fingerprint sensor module by using the source code provided by the Adafruit sensor library. Let us upload this enroll source code to the Arduino Uno microcontroller. The upload is successful. To run, let us click the serial monitor. Please type in the ID number from 1 to 127. I will type my ID number 1 and then I press the enter key and then I use the fingerprint sensor to put my thumb and it says remove finger, place some finger again. Fingerprint did not match, so let us type again the ID number and then I press the enter key. I remove my finger and then place again. I will type again the number 1 and press the enter key. The print match and then it is stored to ID number 1. We are successfully stored my thumb fingerprint. Ladies and gentlemen, let us run the C# Windows application to simulate login logout entry of personnel. I will click the Find Serial Ports. I will select the serial port name COM24 and then click Open. I click the Login button.
Please enter your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is recognized.
And it recognizes my thumb fingerprint. Let us click again the Login button.
Please enter your fingerprint.
I will put a non-recognized.
Your fingerprint is not recognized. 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 Your fingerprint is not recognized.
I will click the log out button.
Please enter your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is recognized.
I will click the log out button and then I will press unrecorded fingerprint.
Please enter your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is not recognized. Your fingerprint is not recognized. Your fingerprint is not recognized.
I will click the log out button.
Please enter your fingerprint. Your fingerprint is recognized.
That ends our topic for today. I hope you are inspired in my class. Thank you for watching. God bless us.